Today we are going to start a new part of our course series. Hello, all of you. So, first of all, we had seen basics of cloud computing, introduction to the cloud computing, then we had seen various cloud computing architecture. Now we are going to start third part, that is cloud services lifecycle management. So it's the third part in our course work series. So what we are going to see in this, we'll see first simple cloud lifecycle, then cloud deployment scenario, and cloud service development and testing, web service slicing for regression testing of web service, then cloud services evolution analytics, then quality of service and service level agreement. So first of all, we'll start with cloud lifecycle. So it was taken from a research paper of 2009 where the service-based cloud computing has some life cycle which was been designed and formulated as shown in the figure. So first part of that is service analysis. Thereafter you do the service designing, then service implementation, service publishing, service operations, and service retirement. In this slide we have service analysis and service design, first two. So first one is just to identify that what is market requirement, how the service needs to be reused, means the market strategy and what are the market research type of thing is being done at the service analysis phase. Means you do the mapping, you do the processing, data modeling, application diagram. You have studied all such things in software engineering. Thereafter, you do the service designing. Designing also you studied in software engineering or systems engineering, where you do the modeling of services, specific development of and reusing, refinement of specific ideas and implementations. All these things you do in the service designing and service analysis phase. Thereafter, service implementation part. In this service implementation part, either software or technical services characteristics or executable and non-technical services are being implemented practically. As an engineer, you do the development and all the processing of software techniques and services characteristics, executable, etc. type of things. Application package, you can say, uh, you install some applications packages supporting software and services, traditional software implementation and activity you do. Thereafter, service publishing. What you do in the service publishing, you have various type of dissemination of services where you do the task registering, marketplace analysis, repositories. So where you want to publish, what is the directory of that server, what is the URL that you want, access right you give for particular website, cost you give, pricing model you give, SLA you give. So basically, service publishing is been done as the fourth stage after the engineering. Means service implementation. You had application packages supporting services, traditional softwares, non-technical executable techniques. Then you do the service publishing. Then service operations you do monitoring for the contract management, SLA compliance, billing. All these things you do in the SLA management, service performance integration management type of things you do in the monitoring for the contract management, service relationship management, service maintenance and improvement. You do all such things in service operations. Service retirement should be reached out from end to and communication with some technical competency, that the old service is not been mature enough for competing with the new requirements and expectations of customers. So the contract activity and successful plannings are not being possible with the older service. So what do? You do the retirement of that service. What you need new service to replace the old service. So the old service should retire. So this is the whole architecture of um, life cycle of service in the cloud computing. The service analysis you do, service designing you do, service implementation you do, then service publishing you do, service operations you do, service retirement you do. Is there any doubt or any issue with in this life cycle? So next part of this research publication was like there has to be some integration mapping between service life cycle phases and generic management. So service life cycle basically says that you do the preparation, service analysis, service designing, service implementation, service publishing, service operations, and service retirement. So these are the phases that we had studied. So all these things are being merged with the help with the generic management life cycle. What is generic management life cycle? Strategy management, portfolio management. So strategy management is equivalent to preparation. And portfolio management is the part of service analysis. Thereafter, you do the project management in service analysis, service design, service implementation, and service publishing part. Thereafter, you do the operational management for the service operations, and at the end you do the retirement based upon the portfolio management. Means the service has been completed, you maintain the portfolio that this type of service was being used. If required in future, then we'll rethink about that. So this type of portfolio management you do in the service retirement part. In the another paper being published at IEEE Transaction on Service Computing in 2012, they said this type of cloud service lifecycle. First of all, requirement are being studied. It actually gathers, identifies what are the functional and technical specification requirement that are required in the service policies. Thereafter, you do the service specificity for management of request for service analysis. Thereafter, you do the discovery. So how the services are can be discovered, how the certification could be done, the list of services that are being provided, and advertisement of services, service level, and costing that you need. Thereafter, provider actually list all these things and negotiate based upon the service level agreement between consumers and primary service provider. So service level agreement being done between consumer and private primary service provider. Thereafter, various quality of service contract between primary service provider and dependent services are being managed. There, so these things was being under the negotiation part. Thereafter, you do the consumption of the cloud service. How you do the consumption based upon the APIs that you request some operations in the web service or the cloud service. That service monitoring could be done, service consumed code should be written, various payments for the services are being possible. So the processes that you have seen for purchasing websites, they actually provide first what are the products listed, you can purchase them, then it will redirect to the banking website, and that banking website will ask for the payment. So this type of service redirections are being possible now based upon this type of cloud service lifecycle model. Thereafter, compositioning could be done. How the compositioning are being done based upon the contract of that retail market website and banking for the payment. So there is a broker, you can say payment broker, which c- communicate between the retail market website and the APIs and web services of the banking. So original banking says this is an authorized cloud broker which asks for the payment. Then the payment would be released by the bank to that cloud broker, authorized cloud broker. Then this cloud broker will provide return payment to the retail market website. So this type of service compositioning are being possible, and there are various dependent services that actually works together. So in the left hand side you can see the consumer, and in the right hand side service cloud. Consumer means they are basically non-technical guys. So non-technical persons tells functional technical specification, then request for the service are being said. Thereafter, some negotiation are being done by the consumer for the service level agreement, that these are the my requirement, these should be followed, and then consumption would be done by the consumer based upon some APIs or some coding that are being written in the app or application or desktop application, mobile application, or some browser or some dedicated application for that service. Thereafter, the right hand side you can see the service cloud. It is basically technical part where you do the discovery for the particular service technically, and you provide the service certification type of things, means authorization to do. Then various listing of services are available, and this type of things are being done. Thereafter, you as a technical person try to maintain quality of service based upon the contract and primary service provider and dependent service. Then the service compositioning are being done by the technical mashup and APIs with the help of various services, coding, and all these part. So this is the two-phase model of the cloud service life cycle. We'll- We have seen in this model there is a process and data flow between the five phases. What are the five phases? Requirement, discovery, negotiation, composition, and consumption. Requirement, discovery, negotiation, consumption, and composition. Requirement, discovery, then negotiation, composition, then consumption. So this type of life cycle is being taken care in the cloud service. This will actually present concept and relationship between each of the phases so that you can have better understanding of cloud service lifecycle. Thereafter, in NIST also published some IT standard lifecycle model in which requirements are being done for the base standard and profiling development, reference implementation, test tool, and product services are being managed. Thereafter, various testings are being done for the various development deployment purposes. Then the whole of the process takes place in the cyclic loop form, and you do the implementation requirement again and again briefly by discussing with the customer. So the these are the various stages. I think you have also studied some of the part in the software engineering. So you might know some of the details of this each of the block. Then high level, this says that it is a high level conceptual IT standard, and means it is not just related to cloud computing, it is basically overall IT standards for product, process, and services, how they should be deployed, how they should be processed, how they should work concurrently. So all these things are being done and managed. So I hope there's no doubt till now. If there's any question or query, you may ask me. So we'll start next part in a few minutes. Thanks.